If you are over 60 and you've recently started waking up in the middle of the night feeling confused, struggling to speak clearly, or unable to move one arm, it can be frightening, especially if you went to bed feeling perfectly fine. No chest pain, no dizziness, no warning signs. Just a sudden change overnight that leaves you wondering what went wrong. Many seniors try to blame it on stress, age, or poor sleep quality. They drink herbal teas, take melatonin, or try special pillows. But nothing seems to prevent it from happening again. What might shock you is that the cause may not be your age or your diet. It could be something as simple as the way you sleep. Yes, your sleeping position might be quietly increasing your risk of a stroke, and it can happen without you ever feeling pain or discomfort. As a brain doctor who has spent decades studying strokes, brain health, and how everyday habits affect the nervous system, I've seen this scenario far too many times. Patients who eat well, stay active, and take their medications still end up in the emergency room, not because of clogged arteries or high cholesterol, but because of a simple position they held for hours while sleeping. What's even more surprising is that ancient medical traditions, from China to Greece, warned about certain ways of resting the body during the night, long before modern science could explain why. Today, research confirms what those early healers suspected. The way your head, neck, and body are positioned during sleep can change blood flow to the brain, put pressure on blood vessels, and even affect oxygen supply. In this video, I'll walk you through 3 key sleeping positions every senior should be aware of, and the last one might completely change how you think about bedtime safety. The good news is, you don't need any fancy equipment, expensive pillows, or medical gadgets to make these adjustments. You can start tonight right in your own bed with nothing more than a little awareness and a willingness to shift a habit. Some of these tips may feel surprisingly simple, while others might be the complete opposite of what you've been told before. But together, they could help protect your brain, keep your blood flowing smoothly, and give you a safer, more restful sleep. Let's begin with the first position, which might seem harmless at first glance, but can quietly raise your stroke risk over time. This first one might seem like the classic way to sleep, lying flat on your back, but with your head tilted back slightly, or your chin pointing upward. Many people naturally fall into this position because it feels open and relaxing at first. But here's what happens inside your body when you spend hours like this. Your neck extends in a way that can slightly compress the arteries running to your brain. For younger people, the body often compensates without any issue. But after 60, when blood vessels can become less flexible and plaque buildup is more common, even mild compression can reduce blood flow. Imagine pinching a garden hose. The water still flows, but not as strongly. Over several hours of sleep, that reduced flow can increase the risk of clots forming, which is one of the key triggers for strokes in older adults. On top of that, this position can encourage the tongue to fall back slightly, making breathing less efficient, especially if you already have mild sleep apnea. The fix is surprisingly simple. If you prefer sleeping on your back, use a small, supportive pillow that keeps your head and neck in a neutral position, not tilted backward. Your chin should be slightly tucked, almost as if you're looking straight ahead while lying down. If you notice your pillow is too thick or too thin, adjust until you can breathe easily without feeling strain in your neck. If you've ever woken up with a stiff neck or a dry mouth after sleeping like this, it could be your body's way of saying it's time for a change. Have you caught yourself sleeping in this position? If so, let me know in the comments. You might be surprised how common it is. Side sleeping is often recommended as one of the healthiest positions, especially for reducing snoring and keeping the airway open. But there's one version of it that can be risky. When your head is propped too high or too low, causing your neck to bend sharply to one side for hours. Many seniors end up here because of overstuffed pillows or a habit of resting an arm under the head for support. While it may feel cozy, this extreme bend can slightly twist the carotid artery in your neck, slowing blood flow to the brain. Over time, this position can also put uneven pressure on one side of your face and jaw, affecting circulation in small blood vessels. In rare cases, for people with narrowed arteries, this prolonged kink in the neck could make it easier for tiny clots to form, or for existing ones to cause problems. The safer approach is to keep your head, neck, and spine in one straight line while lying on your side. A medium-height pillow that fills the space between your shoulder and ear works best. You can also place a small rolled towel inside your pillowcase to fine-tune the height until it feels just right. If you've ever woken up with one arm tingling or with jaw stiffness, your side sleeping posture could be part of the problem. Adjusting this now not only protects your brain health, but can also reduce morning stiffness and tension headaches. If you're a side sleeper, drop a "that's me" in the comments. You're in good company. This last one is the position that often surprises my patients because they don't realize just how much strain it puts on the body. Sleeping face down, with the head turned sharply to one side for hours. It's more common than you think, especially among people who started sleeping this way when they were younger to reduce snoring, or because it felt secure. The problem is, in this position, your neck is held in a rotated, twisted posture all night, which can partially block or slow blood flow through one of the main arteries to your brain. But that's not all. The twist also affects the upper spine, putting pressure on nerves that influence breathing and heart rhythm. For seniors, this means the body may need to work harder to maintain steady oxygen supply during the night, which can cause micro-awakenings, tiny interruptions in sleep that you don't remember, but that leave you feeling unrested in the morning. If you've been a stomach sleeper for decades, switching overnight can be tough. The gentlest way to adjust is to start by using a thin pillow, or even no pillow at all under your head, and place a pillow under your chest or hips instead. This gradually trains your body toward a more side-lying position without forcing a sudden change. Some patients tell me that simply putting a small pillow against their side, like a barrier, prevents them from rolling fully onto their stomach. After a few weeks, they notice less neck stiffness, more energy in the morning, and in some cases better focus during the day. If you've ever been told you sleep like you're hugging the mattress, this might be the habit to start shifting tonight. So, we've looked at 3 sleeping positions that can quietly raise stroke risk overnight, especially after age 60, and how small adjustments can make a big difference. The flat back head tilt position, while common, can reduce blood flow to the brain if the neck is extended too far. The side neck crunch position can kink arteries and strain nerves when the head is tilted too high or low. And the stomach down twist position forces the neck to rotate for hours, affecting both blood flow and spinal alignment. You don't have to completely overhaul your sleep habits in one night. Start with the position you spend most of the night in and make one small change. Adjust your pillow height, add support, or place a barrier pillow to prevent rolling. Over time, these little tweaks can protect your brain, improve circulation, and give you more restorative rest. Remember, poor sleep posture isn't just uncomfortable. For seniors, it can be a silent health risk. The good news is, your body can respond quickly to better alignment, often within just a few nights. And the reward? Waking up with a clearer mind, steadier balance, and the energy to enjoy your day. Your sleep should be a time of healing, not hidden harm. The way you position your head and neck each night can either support healthy blood flow to the brain or quietly increase your risk of serious problems like a stroke. The difference often comes down to a few inches of pillow height, a slight turn of the head, or the choice of sleeping position. If you found these tips helpful, I encourage you to explore more videos here on Senior Vital Health, where we share practical, science-backed advice to help you stay strong, safe, and independent at any age. Sometimes one small habit, like adjusting how you sleep tonight, can protect you for years to come. Take care of your brain, and it will take care of you. I'll see you in the next video.